10 years ago, learning how to use Google gave people a massive advantage. People who knew how to search faster found better information, learned new skills, and created new opportunities. Today, history is repeating itself. But this time, the advantage isn't about finding information. It's about knowing how to work with artificial intelligence. That window is open now, and narrower than the last one. Search literacy took a decade to become ordinary. AI fluency is moving faster than that. By 2030, the people who learn to think alongside these systems will not look impressive. They will look normal. The advantage belongs to whoever builds the skill before everyone else does. Every technology revolution creates two groups: the people who adapt and the people who wait. Search rewarded the first movers. So did smartphones. So did the shift to the cloud. Each of those windows opened, paid out, and quietly closed. Most people are about to make the same mistake they made then. They are learning tools instead of skills. They collect subscriptions, memorize menus, chase whichever model launched last week. Apps vanish. Interfaces get rewritten. Companies get acquired and shut down. Skills compound. McKinsey's research on AI in the workplace points at the same thing from the corporate side. Nearly every company is investing. Almost none report real maturity. The gap isn't access to tools. It's skills and workflow. There are 7 of them. Learn these, and the tools stop mattering. The first skill is the one everything else sits on. Talking to a model is not searching, it's briefing. Put 2 people in front of the same system. One types a 6-word request, the way you'd type into a search box. The other writes like a manager handing off work. Here's the context, here's the audience, here's what a good result looks like, here's what to avoid, here's the format I need it in. Same model, same afternoon, wildly different output. Then the second person does the thing the first never does. They read the result, name exactly what's wrong with it, and ask again. Refinement is part of the skill, not a sign it failed. Without this, you'll conclude the technology is overrated. It isn't. Your brief was. Better briefs produce better answers. They don't produce true ones. That's the second skill. Convincing is not the same as correct. These systems are built to sound fluent, and fluency reads as authority. A confident paragraph with a citation attached to it feels finished. Sometimes the citation doesn't exist. Lawyers found that out in a federal court in New York in 2023, when a brief filed in a case against Avianca turned out to be built on case law the model had invented. The court sanctioned them, not because they used AI, because nobody questioned it. So, question, verify, improve. Read output as a first draft from a fast, well-read, occasionally unreliable colleague. Ask what would have to be true for this to hold. Push back and watch whether the answer bends. Skip this and you don't get leverage, you get liability. Most people stop there. They ask well, they check the answer, and they treat every request as a one-off. That's the ceiling. The third skill is workflow design, thinking in systems instead of isolated tasks. Research, plan, draft, review, improve. One chain, where the output of each step becomes the input of the next. Picture a weekly report. The unskilled version is one long prompt and a lot of editing. The designed version pulls the week's data into a summary, turns the summary into an outline built for a specific reader, drafts against that outline, runs a review pass against last quarter's version, and lands on your desk needing judgment, not assembly. Same tool. One person is using it. The other has built something with it. Without workflow design, you'll save minutes. With it, you get your weeks back. A system that runs fast also spreads mistakes fast, which is why the fourth skill is verification. Facts, dates, numbers, sources. Check them before they travel. In 2024, Air Canada's website chatbot told a grieving passenger the wrong thing about a bereavement fare. The airline argued it wasn't responsible for what its own chatbot said. A tribunal disagreed. The organization owned the error. Your version of that is smaller and just as expensive. A number pulled from a generated summary lands in a slide. The slide becomes a decision. Nobody traces it back until the decision is already wrong. Trust, but verify. Trust the machine to accelerate you. Verify anything that will outlive the conversation. A figure in a budget, a date in a contract, a claim with your name attached. Verification is not distrust. It's the price of moving fast without breaking things that matter. Once you've built a workflow and learned to check it, a different question opens up. Most people ask whether AI can do their job. That's the wrong question, and a frightening one. The better question is which parts of this process could be automated. Break a week into its pieces. Inbox triage, sorted and drafted before you open it. Meeting notes turned into action items with owners attached. First drafts generated the moment a request arrives, waiting in your queue instead of on your to-do list. Every one of those sits inside a human approval gate. You still decide. You just stop starting from zero. That's automation thinking. Designing systems, not doing tasks. Without it, you'll keep using powerful tools to do small work faster and wonder why nothing changed. Automate enough and you find the edge of what machines are for. AI generates possibilities. Humans create meaning. That distinction is the whole sixth skill. Ask for 20 angles on a story and you'll get 20. 19 are competent. The model has no way to know which one is worth making because it has never sat in the room, never lost the client, never felt the thing the audience is actually feeling this month. You have. Choosing the angle with a point of view is the work. So is knowing when the safe version is the wrong version. Originality, taste, judgment, storytelling. These stay human because they depend on having something at stake. Give that away, and you become an operator of average. There's no shortage of those coming. Everything described so far will look slightly dated within a year. That's the seventh skill. AI changes monthly. Capabilities that required a workaround in spring are built into the default by autumn. The people who struggle are rarely the ones who know the least. They're the ones who decided they already knew enough. Watch two professionals over 3 years. One rebuilds their stack annually, drops what stopped earning its place, and spends a few hours a month deliberately out of their depth. The other mastered one tool in 2024 and defends it. By year 3, the gap is not a skill gap, it's a decade. The World Economic Forum keeps naming the same rising cluster: analytical thinking, creative thinking, resilience and flexibility, AI and data literacy. Adaptability is the one that carries the others. The divide forming right now isn't between people who use AI and people who don't. Almost everyone will use it. It's between people who built skills and people who stayed the same. Models will be replaced. Apps will vanish. Companies will be acquired and shut down. Communication, critical thinking, workflow design, verification, automation thinking, creativity, and continuous learning outlast all of it. That's the toolkit. Nobody remembers who was good at Google. They just quietly got ahead, and then the world caught up. This window works the same way, and it's open now. The smartest investment you can make before 2030 isn't buying another AI subscription. It's becoming the kind of person who knows how to think alongside intelligent machines. If you want practical documentaries on AI, technology, and the future of work, subscribe to Nova Studio. The future won't wait, neither should you.